So our next game is against Bolton away, the FA Cup game. We've just beaten Northwich Fix 1-0. No, 1-0, 2-1. You obviously can't read. John Doolan scored. John Doolan got man of the match this time again. All well and good. Oops, don't know why it went like that. Greedo a bit unfit. They scored with their first attempt on goal. Cheers, Weaver. Anyway, we're playing Bolton away. I expect us to lose this one, just because if you're going to win, you have to win the first game. My fullback with dribbling isn't really dribbling very much, so I'm thinking that a defensive fullback might be better. But Harrop's not very good at all, so I'm going to look for a fast defensive fullback for either left or the right. Just need him to make more tackles, don't we? Yeah, okay. So this is pretty much our best team. We are now top of the league. We've got nobody here that's like the best player in the league, which is annoying. I expect like a 3 or 4-0 defeat here. Obviously, I don't know if you ever played many games where you're like a bigger team. I don't know, like my viewers, if you play as small teams or big teams. If you do play as a big team, Gardner is a great player. Facey is a great player. Colin Hendry's a really good centre back, obviously. Catch is great. Armstrong's quite good. He's someone, if you pick him up when he's like in a, well, I don't know if he's a bigger club, but because these are quite a big club. Good old not lob. Janney's gonna have to come off for Miglio. That's it. Robertson, I haven't got Toms on, so I can't bring Toms on. So yeah, this is just what it's going to be. I assume we'll lose 3-2 with like a really late goal, because that's generally how these games work. Sorry, I've got a bit of a sore throat. So we'll go with our other centre forwards. We'll bring Garrido off, and I've got no other player that can play on that wing, so I guess that'll be it. And I'll bring Musoonhu off for Donald Stewart. So this is like one of the weaknesses of Musoonhu, and anyone that isn't. Jermaine Johnson's always very good on this game as well. Well, usually. It's because he can't win headers, which makes it really difficult. Here, sorry. So, I'd expect like a very late goal from them to win the game usually, or they're going to win on penalties. So that's what the computer thinks I'm my best penalty taker. So that's who's going to take them. Luke Weaver let me down in many different ways. Cheers, Luke. Yeah, we'll take it. You know, it is what it is. So out in the third round, quite annoying. But yeah, alright, see you in the next bit. I've played a lot of the season now. I had thought that I wouldn't bore you with updates of things you don't really need to be updated on. After the Bolton game, we went on a bit of a run in the league. We started off with a win against Northwich, a lucky win as well actually, with our striker scoring. I only generally give players like 1 year contracts when we're down low, especially if they're on like a big wage, because you can't generally sell them. No teams ever really come in for them, so it doesn't really make much sense giving them any longer sort of contract. So I would prefer to just give them short contracts. They do a season and then I upgrade them. So the players that get longer contracts are players that I see like a future in. Then we went away to Southport, and Weaver had a great game. Obviously Sullivan scoring. I would like to get my hands on him on this one. I didn't have him on the last one. Really good player. and 1-3-1 away at Hereford. I've been trying to work out if it's better to have a defender that does like positioning or a defender that does running, dribbling. Pace is obviously important. So by the end of this, I hope to have worked out which is the best way to have a fullback. I'm going to try loads of different types of fullbacks. I just know creativity isn't good. I actually think just a really physical specimen is best, but we will see. Didn't really bring anyone in of any note. I don't think I do for the rest of the season, actually. Then we beat Rushden away. Oh, was this one I've just shown you? Rushden have got a really good team. Really, really good team. Fourth in Division 3. I think they might go up. Jarrock being our main goal scorer. And we drew away at Barrow. Really frustrating. Barrow got a decent team. Tarrant starts here on this one. I think Jackson's very good as well. But yeah, he's not good on this one. I picked up left wrist Trulis. Decent player. Fast. Decent teamwork. Decent passing. You know, passes well. I just picked him up as support for my other midfielders. And then we beat them 4-1 at home. Doolan's been an absolute beast since I've got him. Look at that. 34 games, 10 goals, 12 assists, 7 man of the match, tackles. He is an absolute machine at this level. Aggression being key. Work rate, just brilliant. There's some of these that I will ship off for $1 million if we get a bid for them. Then I lost away to Woking, and I don't know how I lost away to Woking. Sharpling scored and then got sent off. Very good centre forward for this level. Oh, just 1 second. The wind has blown over something that I've made. I'm just going to pause it and I'll be back. Right, so yeah, we lost 1-0 to Woking. I don't know how. Moonsoon Juan doesn't really jump very well, does he? Then, like I said before, when you play a league game before a cup game, this sometimes happens. Where you play badly in the league game, but then you play well in the cup game. So actually, it's quite good for that. So we then went to Swindon and won 2-0 away. My Polish contingent scoring the goals. Then we beat Morecambe 1-0 at home, Burton Albion 3-0, and Barnet 2-1. And then Fraser Toms, Janney, Jarwick, Fagan. Glasser scored there, and beating Barnet was big. Doolan really just dominating. So yeah, and then we played 2 legs against QPR, away and at home. Really pleased to beat these because they've got Doodoo, who's really good. Flair, agility, dribbling, off the ball, technique. He usually ends up somewhere really good at the top. Got Wade Elliott as well. So yeah, they got they're a pretty decent team. Carlisle usually ends up at one of the bigger teams. Really good physicals. But obviously we won there. Then we drew 0-0 against Stevenage in the conference, and I'm assuming it was a boring game for the spectators. Then we drew 1-1, so we went through. And then it's basically just been a run into winning the league really. Beating Kettering 3-0 with Filson coming on scoring. Nothing exceptional. The Gravesend away win was quite good with Mitchell coming on and scoring a brace. Beating Doncaster 1-0 at home and then Tonkingham 3-0 away was really quite good. And then we beat Yeovil 2-1 away. So we've pretty much done really well here. I'm going to show you the final against Doncaster in the VANS. I should say that my positioning striker is doing better than my off the ball striker, so I've got 1 position and 1 off the ball. And then on midfield, we've got Janney, who's going out soon. Tom's on the left, Doolan and Kodlowski. So I've got a creative and a runner currently. I don't know if that's the best way to set up a 2-man midfield, but I will check. And then I purchased this new right back. So pace, jumping. I think this is like the key. I don't think much else matters. So you just want really physical specimens as your wingers. Right, I'm going to just stop it because. So this game against against Doncaster in the VANS Trophy final. What? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, yeah, right, that does make sense now. So commentary speed fast. Yeah, it makes sense now because it was the other competition that we played with him. Let me know if that thing's moves behind the. I don't think it will. I think it's stuck. Yeah, we're just in the middle of Storm Dara, so it's like a bit mad, crazy storm. So yeah, really good performance there in the final, especially because Doncaster are a good team. Doolan with a couple of assists. Carlisle, Toms, and Mitchell with the goals. Mitchell's been really good. Both my defensive strikers have been really good. Okay, see you for the next game. Between the two games, we played Nuneaton Borough at home. We drew 1-1. Not sure if my team was all into it or not. Now we've got the final game of the season, where we're playing in the VANS Trophy final. No, with FA Trophy final against Telford, who we've played twice. 1-1 and drawn 1. I think we got our best team in. Yep. In the conference, like in a 4-4-2, no one really plays that well. So Barnett getting 7.59 is good. Brazila, the defensive midfielder. So I think a defensive forward might be a good idea, but I'm not certain. I just had to go to the door. Goals. Obviously, we're not going to be troubling those charts. Assists. Greg Goodridge. Janney. He's done alright in the games he's played. 34 games, 12 assists. That's alright. See, we only scored 82 goals, which is the same as Chester. I do want to try and get Cameron if I can. We'll try and pick him up if we can. I think he played against the reserve team, maybe not. Okay, let's go. Let's go with the final game of the season. Toms. Has Toms got a header there? I think he's got a header. There's really many headers, just Fraser Toms. So first goal, a header. He powered a header. He jumped above Fran. Yeah, Fran has a problem. His jumping's only 9. And Fraser Toms' jumping is 7. So, yep, absolutely. Absolutely. And then, oh, look at that. He's beat him in a header, he's just skipped past him and scored. But Fran's still getting a 7, obviously. Though he's like the reason they're losing. Second half, we don't need to make any changes. So, if you do want to make players get better, you should play them in more games. So the more games they play, the better they get. So what I might do is I might start rotating my squad when I get better players. Smith. Peter Smith was a late goal. And he was at the Alex. So 2-0 win. Fraser Toms. Lots of dribbles. Connor Pelski played well as well. Fagan hasn't really done that well. Wayne Carlisle's done alright. And my Dutch defender, he was too unfit. So, first season down. And I will see you at the start of the next one.